What's up, guys? This is King Gamer Tech. We're gonna do another video. We're gonna play with Houston Rockets and Dallas Mavericks.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Van Vliet and Thompson. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ballgame. And Flag throws it down.
And you can't let this kid, Flag, get that good a position down low. Cooper will finish that every time.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And here is Irving, following the three from Kevin Durant. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
For Kyrie Irving, Doris, what a run to the finals in 2024 with the Mavs.
He works seamlessly with the great Luka Doncic. And the beauty of Kyrie Irving historically is put him next to a great player, and you will not in any way diminish his game.
Durant in the corner. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Durant's got 9.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
In the corner, it's Gafford. Back to Irving. Flag with it. Durant's there. And it's Flag missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
For 3, Smith. Mavericks with the rebound. Thompson outside. And here's Davis for 3. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 4-point game. For 3, Van Vliet. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
Dallas is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Irving. Here's Flag. Şengün with the rebound.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Van Vliet with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Şengün. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
A guy with a strong build and handles. Flag makes his move and creates the space for the shot.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Buries it from three-point range.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Washington comes in for Flag. Max Christie, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Russell in for Irving. Houston with a big group substitution here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jabari Smith. Tari Eason comes in for Kevin Durant. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Thompson. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Here is Russell. The Rockets making the shot. Davis. And Davis throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
Here's Shepard. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Holiday, no one around him. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Washington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Mavericks trail by 8. Davis in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Capella finds KD. Jacks up a three. That shot, no good. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Houston, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Shepard. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's KD in at the shooting guard. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Okay, Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran. He said, quote, "I used to think leadership is a lonely thing, and it's not. It's surrounding yourself with great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best." Back to you guys.
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Mavericks trail by 7. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Christie. Down low. The kick out to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, we know Kyrie is one of the outstanding shot takers and makers in this league.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Flag is checked in for Najee Marshall. And it's Thompson in for Max Christie. Houston also making some changes. Jabari Smith comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Flag. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Irving's shot is good.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season. An effective three-point shot is going to be crucial to Flag's success in the NBA.
Smith on the wing. Eason the bounce pass. Capella sends a screen for VanVleet. Back to Eason. Capella kicks to VanVleet. Over Irving. The Mavericks pull it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it. Hard to keep up with an athletic rookie like Flag. He's ready to outrun everybody.
Now here's Durant. He's got 12. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Russell, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Şengün's checked in for Houston. Ahmed Thompson comes in for Kevin Durant. Thompson in the corner. And stolen by Russell. In the corner, it's Flag. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Flag's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Flag finding ways to succeed offensively on an NBA court.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Irving's checked in for Dallas. .109 left in the first half of basketball. Van Vliet against Irving. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. 5 to shoot. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pulls up on the wing, and Irving gets it to go on the assist by Flag. Flag's got his 3rd assist on the night. Smith outside. 35 seconds left to play in the first half.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
In the corner, Şengün with it. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Van Vliet. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
How about Fred Van Vliet, the ability to carve up the defense on the dribble drive. Nice.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Flag. And no good on the last second attempt this time. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Irving and Thompson are the guard set. And it's small and power forward. It'll be Flag and Davis. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, hard to find a more respected vet in this league than point guard Fred Van Vliet. The heady vet will now also guide the Players Union in his new role of president, replacing C.J. McCollum. As a guy who went from being undrafted to an all-star to signing a max contract, he can certainly relate to most every player in the league.
He has come a long way. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Well, Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving. And he said, quote, Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game. And with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well. Back to you guys.
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Oh, and he jams it right over Cooper Flag.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Pass to Flag. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant down low. Over Flag. No good from 11 feet. Mavericks leading by 5. Thompson in the corner. And stolen by Thompson. Now here's Durant. 15 points in the game. And he comes up with the deuce.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
A three-pointer is right on target.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Gafford. Pass to Irving. Pocket 6. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Irving for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got 23.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Gafford. No scoring in this one. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Washington. Thompson outside. Here's Davis. With the clock winding down, and it's Davis with the jam.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Now Durant. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. The Mavericks leading. Thompson passes to Irving. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Russell. Easton grabs the board. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith, also Tari Eason out there. Clint Capella is out there with Durant, and it's Holiday in at the point. Now Irving. After the missed 3 from KD. The 3, Marshall. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant raising up.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
And stolen by Eason. Into the lane. And the dunk by Eason.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
It's deflected and stolen by Christie. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got it all tied up now for the man.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. And the Mavericks making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Houston with a big group.